Hello everyone, I am a Knicks fan, okay? Obviously from my past videos, I did advertise KD, Zion Williams, Kyrie Irving, okay? I did advertise AD, KD, and Irving, AD, KD, Leonard, etc., etc. This was before KD went down like a warrior, no, like a warrior, and he got the Achilles injuries. This was when he had way before he went down in Houston with the calf injury. Okay, way before that, and even when he had the calf injury, I wanted the KD and stuff like that. Two reaction to this. If I could be salty and stupid, and I could be absolutely have no idea what the Knicks are doing, right? I could just be a bandwagon Knicks fan or bandwagon Knicks hater, or like the what is it called? Like I just hopped on someone's D right here, and I'll be like, yeah, your plan was you traded Porzingis because your plan was to sign a Zion. Your plan was to get Zion. Your plan was to get a KD and 2 max contract. Blah 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 blah, right? But I could be smart. Not smart. I could just see how it all went down, and I could be like, okay, you guys were planning to get Zion. You guys were the favorites to get first overall pick, but it didn't happen. Wait, are the Knicks to be blamed for like fate? Not even fate. Are the Knicks to be blamed for bad luck? Are the Knicks to be blamed for not landing the first overall pick? Are the Knicks to be blamed for like the Pelicans just having a 6% less percent than the Knicks to get first overall and get first overall? I mean, if you could predict all that, then yeah, is that trade, the Knicks tanking and that Porzingis trade was terrible. We cannot say this stuff through the outcome of what have happened. What have happened before the Knicks plan? Okay, after the Knicks already pulled the trigger, like we're gonna build like this in the off season, but then during that time towards the off season, this what happened. The Pelicans dropped the Knicks, or the whole the Pelicans dropped the Knicks, Caps, and the Suns out of first overall pick. So they took Zion Williams. No one could predict that shit. If you can't buy me a lotto ticket, please. Second thing that happened was KD went down with Achilles. I mean, if you could predict that, can you please tell KD not to play that game? Well, you cannot predict those stuff. You're not adding on what I'm talking to the Knicks haters right now. Talking to those fucking trolls that are freaking making fun of Knicks and just pissing me off, okay? They're pissing me off with their stupid comments. The Knicks wanted a KD Leonard, but in reality they got freaking a box of potatoes and 2 grams of cereal and a golden shower. Like, what the no? They're not adding in the fact that these stuff happened. They're not adding the fact that KD went down. They're not adding the fact that KD has a torn Achilles. If KD don't have a torn Achilles, just have an ACL or like a strained calf or like a broken bone or something, other than the Achilles. With the Achilles, I think the only person that came back from Achilles to a superstardom or like all-star level was Dominic Wilkins, and that Dominic Wilkins played like what in the 1980s. So right now, like what, 39 years from now? Hello? I'm not gonna even Google that thingy. Have it. Rudy Gay had it. Who else? Matthews had it. Brandon Jacobs had it. Kobe Bryant had it. He wasn't the same after that. Virgil had it. Surprising, I didn't know that. Phillips had it too. I didn't know that. Tom Brand had it. Oh, I remember this guy. I remember the name. I think I even know how he looked. Oh, this guy also had it too. He was Golden State Warrior, right? Dominic Wilkins had it. And those are notable. So it's pretty common, I think. Okay, so I thought it was rare. So it's pretty common to have Achilles because these players are like, yeah. Anyway, so I'm just saying that you cannot bash on the Knicks for not being able to predict the future. If that's the case, then you should not bash on the Knicks for trying to predict the future, for not offering Kevin Durant the max and letting him go to the Nets. Okay, so the Knicks said, okay, we're not gonna get KD no more because the Achilles injuries, and when he comes back, he's gonna be 32 years old. Kobe Bryant, right here, we just read, had Achilles when 34 years old, and he came back, and I remember he wasn't the same after that. Cousins have Achilles, who is right now 26, so yeah, he's pretty younger than KD. Rudy Gay, he had Achilles, and he wasn't the same player too. Brandon Jenkins, see, yeah, most of them, they never came back to full prime. I think Elton Brand, yeah, even him himself wasn't full prime. Only Wilkins, I believe, was full prime, but I just saw a video where Charles Barkley said that even Dominic Wilkins came back, he wasn't Dominic Wilkins from the college or early days of his NBA career. If Kevin Durant was 26 and he had his Achilles, I'll be so pissed if the Knicks didn't get KD because, he's young. But when he comes back, he's going to be 32. So I totally understand why the Knicks didn't get KD. Okay? Even myself, I was telling the Knicks to build young, which congratulations. The Knicks finally is getting it. They're finally getting that building young. You're better off for the long run, not the short run. So Stephen A. Smith, he has a wrong mind right now, where he thinks that getting a superstar or getting like like a little bit almost off their prime, getting those players, mixing them, bashing them together is gonna work. Okay. Should I say it harshly, but should I say it softly, or should I not say it at all? I'm just saying, to me, this is my opinion. Everybody has their own rights to their opinion. To me, KD and Kyrie Irving in the Nets situation, to me, it reminds me of KG, Kevin Garnett, and Paul Pierce in the Nets. It's just like they're repeating the same thing. History repeats itself. So they're literally, it's almost, the age group is almost the same, I think. But Kyrie's younger than Paul Pierce, obviously. But you get the idea. KG and Paul Pierce, after Boston years, they went to the Nets, and that's how it ended up. So KG and Kyrie, it looks similar to me. That's just my opinion. Other people might have high ups on KG, but I had after I was on KG before he had injuries. I wanted KG so bad to the Knicks. I wanted Kyrie, KG, Leonard. I understood the process. Once they traded Porzingis, I was like, okay, now we're getting some good players that we're gonna win some right now championship. But after KG went down, and then we said, what, just build with RJ and Kevin Knox, Mitchell Robinson. Randall. They finally listed Randall's 26, I think, right now. Okay. I'll tell you the free agents. Leonard's gonna probably the Knicks already signed some players. I think they don't have no more space to sign Leonard, but I'll be surprised. There's like 0.01% chance the Knicks will sign Leonard. Okay. Leonard signing with Raptors, Clippers, or Lakers. Kevin Durant is going to the Nets. Ivory's going to the Nets. Wamba's going to the Boston. Klay Thompson staying with the Warriors, staying with the Bucks. Is this guy? I don't know. Well, we don't need a center since we already have Randolph and Mitchell Robinson. Yeah. So Russell, I wanted to talk about. I wonder, like, with D'Angelo Russell, he's 21 or 22 right now. If he literally, the Knicks literally got him, then it will be the most perfect off draft. I mean, the free agency the Knicks could have done post Achilles injury with KD. But Russell is going to, he's 23, sorry. Russell is going to the Warriors with a sign and trade. So they're going to trade Russell to the Warriors, and Warriors need to create space for him, and going to trade 2 first round protected, I think, to the Pelicans, and they're going to ship Iggy down there for Russell. So yeah, so Knicks gonna miss out on Russell, but that's okay, cause I guess they believed in Dennis Smith Jr., but I haven't seen Dennis Smith Jr.'s game enough to give us pure statement if he's the future or not. But the Knicks right now is weak on the point guard. Every other position is settled. We don't need Cousins because we have Mitchell and Randolph. Okay. It's going there. Basically, the Knicks got 24-year-old Randall Russell. Congratulations, the Knicks, for getting Julius Randle. Why? Why am I so up high on Julius Randle? The first reason is he's 24. Okay, the Knicks core right now is what? RJ Barrett and Knox is a teenager right now, or 20 or 21, somewhere around there, right? Mitchell Robinson is around 20 something, 23, 24, 25, I don't know. Randall is 24. So at center we have Mitchell. Let's just do this, okay? This is the Knicks core. So at center we have Mitchell. He led the block in league NBA. He has to rebound, and he does the dirty work. Don't need to score. Don't need to score. Please don't score. Okay? He's like your green. He said your green is AKA Mr. Green from Golden State, from Warriors. That's his role. Okay. Now at power forward we have Julius Randle. Now this guy we're gonna talk about right now. His statistics. Anyway, so Julius rookie year he had 14 minutes, so that doesn't count. Now he had a full minute, right? So he was playing a little bit, but his shooting he was only shooting 10. So now when he got to the Pelicans, he shot 4 more attempts, 3 ago, and then I scored 21.4. Come on, bro. Yeah, you don't need him to block, okay? The whole point of him, the Knicks, he got was his game. Post up, score points, score 21 points, please, for in the board, okay? Rebound, help out rebound with the Mitchell. So he's basically a scorer and a post up and a like the guy that does the stuff. Can he shoot threes? Yes, he can. Okay. So he does attempts 2.7 attempts at threes. If a guy cannot shoot threes, he will not attempt threes. Okay. So Julius Randle is a scorer. Now, in Knicks case, he's a help scorer. He's a post, threes, rebound, assists, defense. Basically, he's what is it? He's like that Toronto Raptors guy. The Raptors, the Sammy guy. Okay, if you see in the finals, the Raptors versus Warriors, Sam Hawk. That's his role.